Welcome to first PU online classes. Now in the continuation of the friction, here what is here friction concept. Here yesterday we have discussed the what is static friction, what is kinetic friction. Now here and graph between the friction and what is here frictional force and the applied force we have discussed in the yesterday class. Today I am going to be discuss the here what is here types of friction. Types of friction. Here types of friction. First one is called as a here that is called as a static friction. Static friction. Here second one is called as a kinetic friction. Kinetic friction. Third one is called as a rolling friction. What are the definitions of this one? Here what are the definition of the static friction? What is the definition of the here what is here kinetic friction? What is the definition of the rolling friction? We will discuss here now. Here what is here first of all what is mean by the static friction? Here first we will discuss the what is the static friction. What is the static friction? Here listen here, when two bodies are in contact, here two bodies are in contact, not moving with respect to two bodies are in contact, not moving with respect to each other. The force of friction between them. The force of friction between them is called the what is here is called the static friction. This is called the static friction. Now another way we are defining in this another friction in this we are defining here limiting friction. This is also comes into static friction. Now what is the limiting friction here? The maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. This is called as a limiting friction. Next one we can define the kinetic friction. Here first one is a static friction, second one is a kinetic friction. What is the definition of the kinetic friction? When one body slides on the surface of another body. When one body slides on the surface of another body, the force of friction between them. The force of friction between them is called kinetic friction. First listen here. Static friction means when two bodies are contact, not moving with respect to each other, means they are both are at the rest position. Not moving with respect to each other means here they are at the rest position, respect to each other. In this case, the force of friction between them is called as a here what is here static friction. Suppose we are placing the one block on the table. Here that is the block cannot be moved. That block is at the rest position. When the block is at the rest position, what is the here frictional force between them, in between the block and the table, that is called as a static friction. The maximum value of static friction is called as what is here? Limiting friction. When coming the limiting friction, the body is ready to move. When body is ready to move, the static friction becomes to be maximum. That maximum value of static friction is called as limiting friction. Third one is called as a kinetic friction. When one body slides on the surface of another body, slides means moving. One body is moving on the surface of another body. For example, here we are taking here block is moving on the surface of the table and applying the force. Now, when the one body slides on the surface of the another body, the force of friction between them is called as which friction here? Kinetic friction. That is called as a kinetic friction. Now, third one is we are defining the three types of the frictions are there. First one is called as the static friction. Second one is called as a kinetic friction. Third one is called as a rolling friction. But here third one we are defining here. Rolling friction. What is the definition of rolling friction? When one body rolls on the surface of another body. When one body rolls on the surface of another body, the force of friction between them is called rolling friction. That is called as a rolling friction. Here three types of the frictions are there. First one is called as a static friction. Second one is called as a kinetic friction. Third one is called as a rolling friction. Rolling friction means one body is rolling on the surface of another body. Means suppose we are taking the here we are throwing the football on the floor. It is what is here rolling on the surface of the what is here surface of the floor. This is the example for what is here. When the rolling, that is the example for the rolling. When the football is rolling on the surface of the floor, it can be stopped at certain distance. When it can be stopped at the certain distance, why it can be stopped at the certain distance means in between the football and the floor, the frictional force is acting. That frictional force is called as which friction here? Rolling friction. Here rolling friction means what is the definition here? When one body rolls on the surface of another body, the force of friction between them is called as which friction here? Rolling friction. Next, what are the laws? Here, what are the laws of static friction? What are the laws of here? What is here? Kinetic friction. What are the laws of rolling friction? We will discuss now. Here, first of all, we will discuss the laws of static friction. Right, first law, what is the first law? The direction of or the static friction. The static friction always acts in a direction opposite to the it always acts in a direction opposite to the direction in which the body tends to move. Means we know that here the body is suppose ready to move in this direction. what is here, they are ready to move in this direction. The frictional force is acting in which direction? Opposite direction. Suppose here this is the block I am placing on the table. Already we have discussed this one. Now this is the block I am placing on the table, on the surface of the table. We are applying the force in this direction. Suppose 10 Newton. Now the static friction. Here what is that? The static friction or the this is the static friction is acting which direction here? Opposite to the what is the direction of the applied force. It is acting always opposite to the direction of the applied force, or it is always acting. The body is moving, ready to move in this direction. The friction is acting in this direction. That's the reason we are saying that the static friction is always acts in a direction opposite to the direction in which the body tends to move. Right, this is what is your first law. Next we can discuss the here what is your second law. Now the magnitude of static friction. The magnitude of static friction always equal to the applied force, always equal to the applied force which tends to move the body, which tends to what is here, move the body. Means the force, what is the applied force? That force is what is here used to tends to what is here, move the body. Here we are saying that the magnitude of the static friction is always equal to the which force here, applied force. Always equal to the applied force. Always equal to the applied force. Here what is here, for which that tends to applied force which tends to move the body, which tends to what is here, move the body. This is called as what is here, second law. What is this? This is the second law of what is here, static friction. Now third law. Here what is the third law here? Now the static friction, the maximum value of static friction or limiting friction always proportional to the normal reaction. This is called as a normal reaction. Or from this we are writing this one here, Fs maximum is equal to mu s into n. This mu s is called as, already we know that here mu s is called as coefficient of static friction. Right, this is the third one. Now I am writing the next one is the fourth one. What is the fourth one here? This is I am writing here. Now static friction is independent on area of contact. It is independent on area of contact. Here suppose one body you are placed on the surface of another body, some contact surface is there. On this contact surface, that area of contact, some area of contact is there. Here that is the static friction is independent on area of contact. Suppose one block is placed on the table, some contact surface is there or the contact area is there. Now that static friction is independent of area of contact. Right. Once again we will discuss here. The static friction is always acts in a direction opposite to the direction in which the body tends to move. Means so the body tends to move in this direction, means the friction is acting in the opposite direction. Suppose the magnitude of the static friction is always equal to the applied force. Already in the previous class we have discussed here. Suppose we are on the block, we are applying, the block is placed on the suppose 10 kg block I am placing on the surface of the table. I am applying the force 10 Newton. Here friction also acting is the how many newtons here? 10 Newton. The static friction is acting as the how many Newton here? 10 Newton. That's the reason we are saying that the magnitude of static friction is always equal to the applied force. That is the applied force means that is the magnitude of applied force. Third one is there. What is the third one here? Here the maximum value of static friction is called as a limiting friction. That is always proportional to the normal reaction. So Fs is equal to Fl or Fs is Fs maximum is equal to mu s into n. Here mu s is called as a coefficient of static friction. Now fourth one is what is here? Static friction is independent on area of contact. Here suppose some area of contact is there in between the two bodies. Here it can static friction is independent on the area of contact. Means area of contact increases or decreases, the static friction value cannot be changes. Means because it will be independent on what is here? Static friction is independent on area of contact. Now these are the what is here called as a laws of static friction. Next I am going to be discuss the laws of which friction here? Second one, laws of kinetic friction. What are the laws of kinetic friction? Here first one I am writing here. The kinetic friction always acts and direction opposite to the here kinetic friction always acts and direction opposite to the direction in which the body is moving. Here the body is moving in this direction means here suppose in this direction the body is moving means the what is here kinetic friction is acting in the opposite direction. We know that here this is the what is here table. On this table I am placing the block of mass m. Now suppose here the block is moving in this direction. We are applying the force in this direction. The block is moving in this direction. Or the block is moving in this direction means the kinetic friction is acting in the opposite direction. This kinetic friction is when coming here? It is coming when the body started the motion. Now next one is the kinetic friction is always proportional to the normal reaction. From this we are writing here Fk is equal to mu k into n. Here mu k is called as coefficient of kinetic friction. We know that here Us is called as a coefficient of static friction. Here similarly Uk is called as a coefficient of kinetic friction. Now third one, kinetic friction is independent on area of contact. It is also independent on area of contact. Once again we will discuss here. The kinetic friction is always acts on direction opposite to the direction in which the body is moving. The body is moving in this direction means it will be acts in the opposite direction. Now the kinetic friction is always proportional to the normal reaction. So when removing the proportionality we put the one constant. That constant is called as the coefficient of kinetic friction. Here similarly the kinetic friction is independent on area of contact. These are called as what is here laws of kinetic friction. Next we will discuss the third one is the laws of rolling friction. What are the laws of rolling friction? Listen here. Here this is the first one is the rolling friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. So we are writing here Fr is equal to mu r into n. Here this is a mu r is called as coefficient of coefficient of what is here? This is a mu r is called as a coefficient of what is here? Rolling friction. This is mu r is called as a coefficient of rolling friction. Now second one is there. Only two laws is there. It depends on area of contact. Means what is the meaning of this one? It depends on area of contact. Means when the area of contact is increases, what is here? Rolling friction also increases. Means area of contact is decreases, rolling friction is decreases. So that's the reason we are saying that it depends on what is here? Area of contact. Here static friction, kinetic friction are independent on area of contact, but rolling friction is depends on what is here? Area of contact. Now listen here. Now another one important point we are discussing here. F what is here? F r is less than F k less than F s. Already we are discussed when the static friction is always larger than the kinetic friction. But why kinetic friction is larger than the rolling friction, or why rolling friction is smaller than these two frictions? Because of here area of contact is a very small is there in between the what is here when the body is in between the what is here in between the two bodies. Means one body is rolling on the surface of the another body, the area of contact is very small is there. That's the reason the rolling friction is very small. Another way we are saying that here the interlocking of the molecules also very small when the one body rolling on the surface of the another body. That's the reason the rolling friction is smaller than the kinetic friction. Kinetic friction is smaller than the static friction. So here means static friction is larger than the kinetic friction and rolling friction. Right. Now similarly when the here friction is the what is here? Friction is the larger means here similarly we are writing here mu s less than mu r less than mu k less than mu s. Means coefficient of static friction is larger than the kinetic friction. Here coefficient of kinetic friction is larger than the coefficient of rolling friction. Means rolling friction is the coefficient of rolling friction is a smaller. Here which is the larger here? Coefficient of static friction is larger. Right. This is a very important point here. Next we will discuss the next we will discuss what is here advantages of friction. What are the advantages of friction? Now listen here. First we are discussing the first advantage. Screw and nails are holes on the wall. Here what is there? Screws and nails are holes on the wall, are fixing inside the wall. Here what is there? Holes on the wall due to friction. When the friction is not there, it is simply fall down. Due to the friction, there are holes on the wall. Now second one is what is here? Safe walking is possible on the floor. Safe walking is possible on the floor because due to friction. When the friction is not there, we fall down on the floor. Here friction is there in between our feet and the floor. That's the reason we are what is here? We are safely walking on the floor. Here this is the second advantage. Now third advantage. Vehicles are moving on the road without slipping. Due to friction. due to friction, and they can be stopped. They can be stopped due to friction. They can be stopped because of friction. These are called as what is the advantages of friction. Means screws and nails holes on the wall due to friction. When the friction is not there, the screws and nails are simply fall down. But they are holes on the wall because of there is a friction is there in between the wall and the screw. Now, in the safe walking is possible on the floor due to friction. When we are safely walking on the floor because of in between our feet and the floor there is a frictional force is there. Due to this we are walking safely on the floor. Otherwise we fall down. Now what is there? Vehicles are moving on the road without slipping. Here without slipping. Why they are moving on the road means here in between the tires and the tires on the road frictional force is there. That's the reason they are not slipping, and they can be stopped because of friction. Once the brakes is applied, here between the tires and the in between the tires and the floor, friction comes into play. Here friction is there. That's the reason here what will be here the vehicles are stopped on the road. Right? These are the called as the advantages of the friction. Next, we will discuss what are the disadvantages of friction. Here advantage is there, as another disadvantages also is there due to the friction. Here next we will discuss the disadvantages of friction. What are the disadvantages of friction? Here first one, the wear and tear of machines increases due to friction, and decreases the lifetime, their lifetime also. Yeah, decreases its life. Decreases its life means its lifetime can be decreases when the wear and tear of machines are increases due to the friction. Here wear and tear is increases in the machines. Here what is there due to the friction? This is the first what is their disadvantage? Efficiency, working efficiency of engines also decreases due to friction. When the friction is not there, the efficiency of the engine is more, working efficiency. Here the working efficiency is more. When the friction is comes into play, when friction is acting, what will be there here? Efficiency of engine is what is here? Decreases. Third one is in here due to friction, or friction produces the unnecessary heating in machinery parts. Produces the unnecessary heating in machinery parts. Here what is here? Machinery parts. Here friction is produces the unnecessary heating in machinery parts. Here means in the machinery parts heating, what is there? Unnecessary heating is produces. When the friction is there, the heating is producing in the what is here? Machinery parts of the some machines. Right, that is the machinery parts. In the machinery parts, what will be here produces here? Unnecessary heating is produces. Now, these are called as the disadvantages of the friction. What is here? The wear and tear of machines are increases due to friction. When wear and tear is increases, their lifetime is decreases. The efficiency of engines also decreases due to friction. Efficiency also decreases, means working efficiency is decreases. Here in the some machines we know that in the generally in the daily life we are observing that here in the some machines heating is produces. Suppose in the vehicles also here what is their heating is produces. Why heating is produces means due to the what is their friction. So that's the reason we are saying that friction produces the unnecessary heating in machinery parts. These are called as the disadvantages of the friction. Okay, thank you.